What's up, everybody? Welcome once again to the SSBD podcast. My name is Dan.
I am Shaz.
I'm Moose.
I'm Bobby. Jangan lupa guys, follow IG, YouTube, TikTok dan
Spotify.
Yeah guys, ssbd.cast.
Same but different. Keep on top, controversial talk. Get it up and lock. SSBD. Same but different. SSBD. Same but different. SSBD. Still the same podcast. Real people, real stories on a whole different angle.
What's up, everybody? Welcome once again to the SSBD podcast. My name is Dan.
I am Shaz.
I'm Moose.
I'm Bobby. Jangan lupa guys, follow IG, YouTube, TikTok dan
Spotify.
yeah guys, ssbd.cast.
Yes, sir.
Alright, man.
Guys, hari ni aku ada cerita sikit lah. I saw an article recently. Korang ada tengok tak? Dekat Indonesia, there's this childcare center. The babies being tied up the childcare center.
Oh, yang kena ikat kat kaki tu
Kena ikat
Tak, aku tak tahu.
kaki kat badan.
Ini
Melala-lala.
Serius tau?
Menangis-nangis,
Patut
ya.
kau yang kena ikat dulu.
Tu lah.
Betul lah. So
Yeah.
so today's topic aku thought of we're gonna go a little bit dark on this story.
Dark
We're gonna talk about
Going to the dark side guys.
yes we'll talk about abuse lah. Abuse, bullying and also the fine line between discipline and abuse.
Okay.
Okay.
Faham.
Disclaimer before we start this is not to pinpoint anyone or any
Betul, guys.
parenting techniques of any parents
Yes,
lah.
correct.
Betul.
Kita just want to discuss and talk about this pasal it's something that actually affects a lot of children growing up, even from young to adult lah. So we just want to discuss about it, talk about it, not aiming at anyone. So we hope that you all just listen lah.
Ya.
Okay?
Yeah.
So kita
Alright,
pun parents jugalah.
Yeah.
So kita
Some
pun
of us are parents lah.
Yeah, I saw parents of two cat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So kita pun
Okay,
ada
Kak Faham,
own discipline punya own ways lah.
methods
Method
lah.
lah. Method disciplinary.
So aku just want to tanya korang growing up, right? We grew up under the old school way of discipline.
Okay.
Okay?
Like
Kita old
Macam
school
apa?
macam
macam
spare the rod, spoil the child. This is the term
spare
that
the
we
rod,
use.
spoil the child.
Yeah.
Tapi
Rod
old way tak ada cakap
Rod joran apa?
gitu.
Rod joran.
Spare the rod.
Reel the line.
Yeah, so jokes aside lah.
Okay.
Serius
So
sikit, serius
we
sikit.
just wanna discuss the discipline, fine line of discipline lah. Pasal dulu kita kecil-kecil, muda-muda, biasalah orang-orang lama.
Tak ada
yang
memang
pernah
tak, memang kau duduk macam gitu jadi macam disiplin master ke macam ni?
Betul.
Oh, okay. Ya, okay. Kau
Kau om ah.
Kena zen
Rotan
lah.
kau om.
Kena zen sikit lah.
Yeah.
So when we were young, kita muda-muda by time, orang tua kita mostly will discipline dengan rotan, dengan hanger, okay?
Tali
But-
pinggang.
Tali
Tali
pinggang.
pinggang famous lah
tali
Kira
pinggang
lagi tali pinggang yang silat yang kau tahu, yang silat.
Leather punya.
Yang leather punya.
Leather.
Silap ke
Silat
leather?
silat
Mana
dapat
leather?
tu? Bukan kan? Yang kali hijau aku lupa tu.
Apa kali hijau?
Itu
Oh, yang wak-wak punya. Wak-wak punya.
Okay,
Orang
bengkong macam bengkong.
Macam pergi umrah punya tak kali hijau.
Bengkong macam bengkong tu.
Tak. Dia yang macam
Tak,
umrah
tak,
punya lah.
tak.
Tak. Ada pouch. Dia ada besar punya itu kan. Apa buckle lah.
Okay.
So disiplin kita dulu time kecil was like that lah. But now there's more emphasis on the new generation where they are focusing more on gentle parenting.
Gentle.
Okay.
Apa
Gentle
korang punya opinion pasal gentle parenting? Being parents lah.
What's your definition of gentle
Gentle parenting now,
parenting?
they don't believe in physical discipline but more to verbal discipline. Macam dia orang cakap to make children understand instead of
Untuk
Kasih example sikit.
kau bagi example.
for example
Okay.
macam let's say anak kau buat benda, kau tak nak dia buat benda ni, kau just tell them nicely, jangan buat. You tell them don't do it and the repercussions of doing it.
Okay.
Emphasize.
Okay.
Kalau dulu is satu kali apa, jangan buat, bap kena. So
Tapi buat lagi juga apa?
yalah, exactly lah. So now gentle parenting, people say it works. Bagi korang believe in that or not?
Kalau aku personally aku more to rotan.
Okay.
So aku rasa macam sekarang macam anak-anak aku lah, kalau orang buat salah whatsoever not right, kalau dia, especially untuk aku lah, aku yang pet peeve is bohong lah. Bohong ataupun cheat during doing homework, tengok answer gitu semua kan. Tu aku yang pet peeve lah. So aku macam will rotan.
Tapi apa level kau? What level of this wrongdoing yang diorang buat yang buat kau rotan?
Tu aku anything that compromises your discipline, kirakan macam values.
Okay.
Macam lying is really no questions asked lah.
Okay.
Being rude, lying, these two things lah untuk aku macam is the confirm rotan punya.
Faham?
Ya, kalau tak rotan, kalau kau cakap gitu kan, dia thought that macam tak apa, nanti papa cakap lagi. Nanti papa cakap lagi. So macam orang tak takut lah. Kan?
Ya, aku faham.
Ya, so sebab tu aku beli, bukan aku lah, macam aku punya partner beli rotan. So at first aku just hand. So kadang-kadang kalau hand pun kita tak tahu dia punya force berapa banyak kita pakai apa. So kalau rotan kau tepi sikit dia boleh rasa kan. So at least orang macam aware that okay, ni kalau buat lagi nanti kena rotan. The reason why kena rotan tu pasal tak.
You have to make them understand.
Correct. So tak semestinya rotan tu kau tak explain, kau rembat je, tak ada. Kalau kau buat macam gitu, budak tu tak belajar lah. So dia tahu that there's consequences and also value added dia punya apa tu, dia punya
Repercussion dia.
repercussion. Dia boleh belajar lah. That okay, lying causes this, cannot lie due to what.
Okay.
Yeah. Macam kau rompak polis tangkap, kau punya repercussion masuk dalam jail apa.
There's always a repercussion.
Yes, correct. So kalau kau just cakap je, kau imagine kalau semua orang buat jahat.
Kau cakap je apa. Okay, this one okay.
Ya, lepas tu buat lagi.
Don't do again. Don't do again.
Kau imagine polis tak tangkap kau, tak masuk lock up tau. Tak masuk jail.
Kau rompak macam dia bunuh orang. This one next time you don't do again lah.
Tapi
Okay, I give you chance,
kan,
okay?
Tapi kalau let's say kalau kau pakai rotan kan, wouldn't that leave a mark for them?
As in scar, is it?
Scar.
Taklah kau tak mau rotan sampai ada scar lah. That rotan it can work vice versa lah. Satu is just to scare them.
Okay.
Satu
Scare
is
tactic lah.
one more is to feel how does it feel like to really kena that rotan lah.
But scientific way untuk aku, macam aku scientist kan. So budak kecil, dia punya regeneration of their kulit is very fast. So macam kau rotan sikit pun dia akan, kau boleh nampak dalam 1 week dah hilang benda tu.
Regeneration ke recuperation?
Regenerate.
Recuperate is kau itu kan, kau dalam kub kan.
Kau tu hari ni nak start jadi scientist. Tapi macam untuk aku, macam anak aku, lelaki dengan perempuan kan. Macam lelaki aku rotan lah. Kalau perempuan aku macam ajar dia sikit, you tak mau buat macam ni, nanti itulah nanti dah besar jadi gini tak bagus.
Okay.
Lelaki aku nak ada rotan. Sebab apa? Aku nak dia jadi lelaki, tak nak jadi pondan.
Kira kau lasak
Lasak
Boys will be boys lah.
Boys will be boys. Sebab
Tapi but if you think about it that way kan,
Aku dua-dua aku rotan. Lagi perempuan
macam aku cakap, the fine line of it right, korang nak rotan, whether it leaves a mark in here or leaves a mark on the body. So
Yes.
maybe the trauma, kau rasa dia akan affect having trauma of being scarred on the body.
Tak,
Ada
untuk
makin.
aku macam kalau kau rotan tak payah sampai scar bro.
What is the limit?
So macam okay, so gitu je.
Tap
Bagi dia satu kali macam
kasih
gitu.
rasa je lah.
Bagi rasa je.
Buat
Dia
rasa-rasa.
bukannya kau nak
Bak kata apa Khairul Aming.
dia
Buat rasa-rasa.
Buat rasa-rasa. Yes.
Okay,
Kau tak
okay.
kau you cannot rotan the kid with full force tau.
Yeah.
Macam dulu memang diorang rotan kita with full force lah, but you cannot rotan the kid with full force. Pasal diorang will cakap papa hit me.
Yeah,
Then
abuse, dah jadi abuse.
especially macam perempuan right. Kalau anak perempuan papa hit me. So next time kalau lelaki pukul gitu sama juga, kau faham tak? So it's just a light tap. But with that rotan scare tactic, then for me lah it works lah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bagi kau test.
That's almost lah. For me, aku lain lah. Okay. Aku tak nak tipu lah. Aku I did lay
Sama
my
ke
hands
tipu lah?
lay my hands on aku punya anak-anak.
Kids lah.
Aku pernah. But then bila time lepas aku buat tu benda, then I will feel very bad.
Yes.
Okay, I'll feel very bad. I'll feel very guilty because kalau dulu aku pernah kena macam tu and I don't like it. Why am I doing that again?
Doing
Doing guys. Okay guys, doing.
So thankfully for my wife, dia ni orang yang
Penyabar.
betulnya penyabar. Okay, so
Sama.
she told me that jangan ever letak tangan lah. You know,
dekat atas meja.
kalau kalau boleh just explain to them why they are not supposed to do all that lah. Okay, so I even after all that kan, I even told my kids, aku bilang dorang, Daddy promised that Daddy will not lay my hands on you anymore. Okay, so that's what really happened lah. So until now aku memang tak macam pukul ke ni semua. Only that I will raise my voice. That is normal.
Yeah.
But I will also make sure that they understand why they cannot do whatever they were doing,
You will
which is wrong.
explain why the repercussions
We
happen.
need to explain to them.
Children are sponges their brain. They don't need to understand explanation.
Macam wife aku cakap, Daddy harder. lain dah.
Oh, lain pula.
Itu rotan lain. Itu rotan lain.
Ini aduh.
Tu pun ikat lain.
Oh, ikan lain dah. Lain topik.
Aku faham korang punya point of view. Pasal aku dengan aku punya kids pun I have laid hands on them, tapi not to the point sampai rabak macam lalak-lalak, tak ada lah. It's more of a
Lay
very
back lah.
It's more of a, like a reminder lah. Pasal I don't want, macam Cah cakap lah, dulu pernah kena, dulu aku kena rabak bro. Aku
boleh nampak tau. Boleh nampak dia sekarang.
Pasal gigi tak ada.
Oi korang.
Boleh nampak
Because
lah.
bila aku younger, it was bagi aku it's traumatic lah. Younger. I mean I don't mind sharing this lah. This was a long time ago lah.
It was long.
So when I was younger, my family was I don't want to say abusive, but it was very strict. It was a very very strict lifestyle for me. Okay, so aku dan kakak aku kita there's discipline dengan there's bantai lah. So me and my sister kita kena rabak bro.
Okay.
Like my parents will kena bogel depan kawan. Aku kawan sekolah kena bogel depan kawan sekolah aku.
Serius lah?
Pasal tak buat homework, tak buat homework lah.
Apa kita kat luar rumah ke kat dalam rumah?
Dalam rumah. I got my friends at home, then I
Okay lah, dalam rumah kira okay lah. Kira macam happy lah.
Tapi depan kawan sekolah bro.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Depan kawan sekolah. Lagi traumatizing because I was only like 9 years old.
Nice one.
Okay.
Kalau kau mandi hujan pun kau bogel kan?
Tak,
Tak
dia
adalah.
bogel macam bogel strip all the way naked lah.
Naked.
Kira nampak elephant lah.
It's everything.
Oh.
Belalai gajah semua nampak.
Tak. Suruh bukan.
Yeah, so
Sinchan punya. Sinchan.
So Kak, alamak, aku nak cerita serius ke buat main lah. Ini
okay,
macam cerita. So yalah, so what I faced back then was the discipline was very very questionable lah. Kira it went to a point where kalau kena sekarang kalau orang check confirm masuk.
Confirm kena abuse punya lah. Kena charge abuse lah.
Yeah, I've bled, I've like pingsan, everything ah. Kira it was very 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 bad. I'm not saying this to the fact that orang-orang sekarang yang buat yang disiplin kasar-kasar, it's not that not calling you all abusers or you know child abuse or everything. I'm not saying all this. Ini dulu kita memang gitu. I'm not condoning the fact that dulu memang kasar. And I don't condone that people now saying that you should stop it, it's abuse. It is like abuse, but sekarang if you think about it, it made us who we are today. How we grow up now.
Yalah, you like that lah. Now you walk like that.
Wow. So it made us into people who understands.
Correct.
You know, people
Yes.
who has been through that abuse will understand what abuse and discipline is. Kita understand the fine line, the grey area.
Okay.
So aku understand. So when I discipline my children, aku paling pantang kalau orang tegur aku, kau tak boleh buat gini dengan anak kau.
Oh yeah, aku pun sama.
Bagi aku, kau siapa nak ajar aku untuk ajar anak aku?
Exactly,
Aku pun tak.
correct.
Aku pun tak.
We as parents, right? We as parents, we know the limits.
Yeah.
Correct.
Memang kadang-kadang aku ada gerun lah dalam hati aku. Bila aku
Yeah.
discipline aku takut jadi macam what happened to me back then.
Yes.
Aku tak nak diorang have that trauma like what I have now.
Correct.
Yeah.
You know, and korang tak boleh fikir macam dulu rabak gini-gini, dah besar kau benci. It's true, I had hate for my parents.
Is it?
I
Wah.
didn't
Ni deep ni.
deep but I don't mind saying this lah. This was a long time ago. I'm just gonna have a takeaway at the end. I didn't talk to my father for 10 years.
10 years.
10 years didn't talk to my father.
Sekarang kau 39 kan?
39, yeah.
So 10 years 29 years masih berbual lah.
Yalah.
Lagi 29 years
Yeah,
lah.
so I started talking
So
again.
okay lah, plus minus okay cakap.
Yeah. So aku start berbual balik dengan bapak aku bila arwah mak aku meninggal. So he came back in the picture. So for 10 years I didn't speak to him. So the trauma was still there. Even I dare to admit even now I still have that trauma. Tapi kita sebagai orang Islam, orang Melayu, orang Islam, kita diajar untuk hormat orang tua.
Tak memalas lah. Tak memalas ni dengan kasar-kasar.
Tak mau balas kata kita terima lah. So
Terima je.
orang cakap kadang-kadang aku faham orang yang cakap macam dulu parents aku buat aku macam ni, aku benci, aku tak nak tengok. Dia kalau tak ada pun aku happy. Aku mengaku aku pernah cakap gitu. Dia kalau tak ada pun aku happy. Tapi sekarang ni dengan kuasa Allah aku sekarang jaga bapak aku.
Alhamdulillah.
So you see the takeaway is right. No matter how far or how much hate you have, in the end kau tetap akan pergi balik
Dengan
dekat
family.
orang, dengan family.
Yep, correct.
Tanpa dia pun kau takkan ada.
Betul.
So korang kena faham that fact. Try not to drag your trauma into your life now.
Betul.
You know, there's something that you have to take away from that.
Dia kirakan apa tau, orang-orang yang whoever yang ada trauma ni semua, right? It's actually is untuk akulah personal choice to be better from your
Correct.
experience.
Be the bigger person.
Be a
lah.
bigger person, ya, correct. Tapi ada yang macam aku punya macam parents this that. That's why I'm like that. You know, you are not like that. It's your choice to be like that.
Yes.
For me, yeah.
Wow,
For me,
okay.
it's you are the one that can make the difference in your own life.
Yes, correct. You
Yeah.
choose your life, you choose your path.
Correct.
True,
Pasal tak semestinya kau yang background macam gitu from a not so good punya background, right? Doesn't mean that you cannot be someone successful. Because
Betul,
success
betul.
is determined by you.
Betul.
By Allah lah, but like
Yeah.
but
Rezeki
for
pada
yourself,
dia.
yeah,
You
correct.
plan lah. You
Yeah, but
plan, he is the one who
give or not lah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel that personal wise, I think this abuse punya topic or whatsoever, right? It always have to derive to the person that whether they grow ke tak grow from there lah.
Betul. It's how they take it and how they evolve it in their own mind.
Yeah, yeah.
Tak boleh terbawa-bawa sangat.
Tak boleh lah, tak boleh lah.
tak boleh.
Yeah.
Kita faham dia traumatizing, dia sakit, dia bagi kau macam fill you with hate. Tapi kadang-kadang hate you have to put it aside. As you mature, kau makin membesar, kau harus memahami.
Correct. Correct.
Faham.
Faham
Yes.
Tapi bila kau cakap pasal yang kau tak berbual dengan, kau tak borak dengan kau punya parents kan, your dad lah. Aku aku punya side juga where aku don't talk to aku punya arwah dad. Since I was 6 years old. Primary 1 lah. Yeah.
6 years old,
Lama
primary 1.
tu. 7 years old primary 1 lah.
6, 7 primary 1 lah.
6, 7.
7 kan.
Okay.
Yeah, so
lama
apparently because untuk aku this is apa yang dia ajar aku in that moment where aku tak berbual dengan dia. There's a lot of learning whereby macam I took my life aku risk aku punya life to find my own path without the fatherly love.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's to me it's like mentally abuse lah.
Mental abuse
That's
lah.
Yeah.
another
Yeah, it's a
point lah,
mental abuse whereby macam aku don't get the fatherly love. So aku tak tahu siapa aku nak complain. If aku have like a boys type of like
Masalah.
problem, yeah, crisis.
Oh,
So
faham.
apparently aku take it everything to aku punya self. Yeah, whatever that aku have to go through with like macam boys punya benda, aku will just find a way lah.
Belajar sendiri lah.
Belajar sendiri lah. Yeah, for that last 30 plus years lah.
Wow.
Until the last breath lah. Even until the last breath, aku tried to be macam the son, but I think it was too long aku jadi macam
Faham.
what they call that, lali. Jadi lali macam dah jadi biasa lah. Macam dah jadi biasa macam aku tak ada bapak gitu.
Oh, okay.
So apparently
Aduh.
he asked me to do a recording with him on a YouTube channel for apa tu? Health Promotion Board.
Oh yeah, I remember
There's
seeing
one
that.
time Health Promotion Board aku punya muka dah macam the
Macam
whole
poster
Singapore
lah.
jadi
Yeah.
poster lah. So that part aku try to macam engage dengan
Reconnect dengan dia lah.
reconnect dengan dia, see how it goes. But then after that I feel like macam dia, aku try every day texting cakap dah makan ke belum, gini like normal lah. So after that macam dia hilangkan diri dan aku macam rasa macam asal macam gini So aku just macam apa-apa lah kan nak macam gini kan. Dan aku just go aku punya own way lah. So apparently macam as years goes by, dia pun suddenly patah balik, like macam nak beraya dengan kita. So aku try again. So try again to reconnect with him, and then as per usual aku just macam berbual dengan dia every day lah, macam texting dia and stuff like that. But then again dia hilang lagi. So when dia hilang, aku go back to normal lah.
Yeah.
So when the first kira dia dah start amputate dia punya kaki semua, tu whereby aku dah start macam risau lah, sebab it's not normal for a human who got amputate. So
Betul.
macam aku akan rasa that thing macam kira susah saya ni benda kan. So aku try to macam tolonglah tanya apa benda gini kan. But then
Kau pun concern lah.
it's a concern thing lah. So aku macam okay lah, since he reply back and blah 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 gini. So after that aku dah start nampak dia macam dia dah tak jaga dia punya health lah. Dia dah start minum air manis and stuff like that. Sebab dia ada those apa tu,
Diabetes.
diabetes, yes. Diabetes. Aku nak cakap diarrhea.
Tu lah. Aku dah tahu.
Diarrhea So diabetes. So apparently dia dah tak jaga, and then the other leg starts to
Deteriorate lah.
so both leg
Okay.
amputated.
But then on both occasions of the amputation, engkau ada around dengan dia lah.
The first one only for the first half. Then lepas dia tahu yang kita bising kan, aku rasa dia puncau, dah tak boleh tahan.
I see.
So dia just bawa diri dia lah. So after that got to know dia got amputated lah. So it was really aku need to be mentally strong of people who look on aku punya family. Sebab
Faham.
dia will be everywhere else.
Yeah.
That aku don't even know where he will be. Faham tak? So people might judge aku punya family as kiwak anak tak tahu jaga bapak saya gini.
Oh,
Kau
I
faham
can
tak?
relate. I can relate. Aku faham.
So apparently when he got into hospital for like I think a month plus, which is the last resort lah. Kira that was the last
Faham. Last time lah.
The last time that aku see him lah. So every single day aku datang dekat kira visit dia hospital. At one point dah okay. Cuma there was one particular part whereby macam dia degil, tak nak dengar cakap. Bangsa like doktor cakap tak boleh makan ni, dia
Sebab
tak
dia
makan
makan.
sebab. Terus untuk aku macam bila aku yang the last day, not the last day lah, the mid-month aku datang, the request like macam belikan mbak kacang dengan air bandung.
Huish.
Aku cakap okay boleh, tapi nak kena tanya nurse dulu lah whether okay or not lah to
Of
get
course.
to get. So aku tanya nurse, cakap okay not if my dad get like some peanuts and just drink a bit of bandung and stuff there. Oh cannot. Arwah bapak aku dah dengar. Dia dah start maki-maki aku kat sana.
Aish.
Aduh, dia dah start maki-maki tu aku tengok dia.
Orang tua punya ni ya.
Aku dah tengok dia kan. Aku cakap ada. So tak nak dengar. Cakap okay tak nak dengar ni aku balik lah. Aku tinggalkan dia budak-budak tu. Sampai the last day yang dia pass away, meninggal tu. that was the competition yang aku ada. Aku gaduh dengan dia.
Gaduh dengan dia.
Aku gaduh dengan dia. And to come down when he dah meninggal, I think about 6+. Everyone was calling me. Aku punya handphone macam dah nak meletup. Dah panas gila tu. Dah 100 over calls lah.
Messages, calls.
Yeah. Dan aku ada mak tiri apa. Then aku dah angkat telefon. Dia meninggal at 6. Aku turun hospital pukul 10. Ya, sebab aku masih tidur apa.
Yalah.
Ya. So aku turun pukul 10, semua orang dah tengok aku duk.
Biasa lah.
Aku turun, aku dah ramai duk kat bawah hospital tu. Dah ramai. Media semua ada.
Of course.
Ya, media all ada.
Tu tak boleh lari lah.
Ya, so media all ada. Tinggal tunggu aku je untuk accept and sign.
Asal
Ya, aku the first.
you're the only
The first son.
person.
Yeah.
I see. Okay,
So
okay.
aku nak kena sign. So aku dah kena sign. Terus dorang pula bertekak, kira aku punya family pula bertekak whether nak pergi bawa balik rumah atau nak pergi kubur straight. So bila aku pula decide, macam tanya cakap I think it is best for him not to macam lambatkan lah.
Yes.
Lambatkan jenazah. So aku cakap dengan ni, dengan doktor cakap just macam pergi kubur terus lah. Sebab dah ramai sangat orang. Kalau nak pergi rumah, untuk aku
Habis
dah
kecoh
habis
lah.
lah. So that was the last thing that I feel that I can do for him lah.
It's a
For the
sign
best
lah.
lah.
Correct.
Yeah. So that was the story lah guys. Untuk aku.
Masya Allah.
Yeah.
Tapi apapun kita pun sedekahkan Al-Fatihah kepada arwahnya lah yang telah pergi. Semoga dia dengan orang beriman, orang yang soleh sana ya. Wow, got deep man.
Yeah, because untuk aku it is a very mental nak kalau kuat tu
Correct.
dengan benda ni.
This is what I mean about abuse, mental abuse, physical abuse. It always has a way of showing the trauma. Macam Bobby nya case, mentally abused bro. He's been neglected 30 years, 30 plus years.
Yeah.
From 6 years old, bro. 30 plus years neglect. Oh, that's crazy. You know, aku pun physical abuse pun ada trauma juga. But in the end, I mean, kita turn out fine. Alhamdulillah. Kita ada realization sendiri, mature sendiri. So, macam kau cakap tadi, mindset nak kena, you know, it's individual.
Yeah.
And even aku, if I'm not mistaken, there's one particular aku pay lifetime tu. It was published in newspaper.
Is it?
Whereby macam arwah bapak aku cakap like aku punya family ni macam tak guna, tak jaga dia gitu.
Like disoriented ha.
Ya.
Kira macam tak apa?
Tak waras.
No, as in like not like a normal family lah.
Ya, macam aku tak jaga. Macam dia complain dekat dalam newspaper and stuff like macam anak aku tak cari dia.
Basically dia cakap dia macam ditinggalkan lah, dipinggirkan
macam
dari keluarga.
Yes, correct. But at the end of the day macam it was, our family was fine. It's just that he just tak tahu.
He felt that way lah.
Yeah, he felt that way, but to us,
Korang ada lah.
yeah,
actually.
kita ada. But you know, I don't know. Until media is, untuk aku, I felt like macam very sedih lah.
Okay, understand.
Sedih gila lah.
Dia macam meluahkan like, news to
like
everybody.
kita punya family tu, kau contoh lah, macam kau punya family habis tiba-tiba macam satu adik kau tak ni, kau publish kat dalam newspaper untuk satu Singapore tahu tu.
Correct.
Kau faham tak?
Wow.
So the feeling of that is really,
Dia lebih sedih lah. Dia hurting lah. Dia hurt lah.
yeah,
dia hurt.
that's why aku cakap it's mentally abused.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's very disappointing to hear lah. Pasal kau ada effort apa, tapi in the end media says that you're not. And media is
Media is always
nationwide.
right. Yeah.
Nationwide. Yeah.
Apa yang diorang dengar selalu cakap, gini lah. So,
Ni orang media ni semua.
so untuk aku
Abusive
macam okay lah, whatever lah. Kalau korang ada kat aku punya ni, dan korang tahu lah kan macam apa ni.
Correct.
Very good mindset tu. Yeah.
Because not every story the media dengan dua-dua side right. They only hear from one side of the story. Yeah.
Lagi the level of the person that's telling the story is someone who's, you know,
Of
bukan dia
recognition.
apa,
Of recognition.
orang kenal lah.
Yeah,
Cakap,
cakap je lah kan. It's a celebrity lah.
celebrity lah.
So tu lah.
Tapi
It's
kalau
affecting
bab
lah.
media ni pun ada bagusnya juga media.
Yeah, correct.
Pasal apa tau? Pasal kalau nak DM kita punya sponsor pun boleh juga at designbox.sg.
Yeah.
Terus masuk
So kita berbual-bual ni pun kita tetap nak kena cerita korang kita pun
Betul
sponsors
guys.
lah Design
So
Box.
whatever that you guys listen, korang boleh ambil, korang ambil. Kalau korang tak boleh ambil, dan
Jangan
Kita
ambil.
minta
jangan
maaf.
ambil lah.
Kita pun minta maaf kalau ada singgung
Ya,
siapa. Ini
betul.
kita cerita je.
Okay,
Okay lah guys, this episode is brought to you by Design Box Private Limited. Shape your space. With their motto, realistic quotation, practical renovation, they focus on creating homes that are practical, functional, and made to fit your lifestyle.
Code SSBD DB5 to enjoy exclusive perks. 5% off total quotation, free upgrade to Bloom HK Aventus Dish Rack Hinge.
And also you get a free 3D rendering for all carpentry works, free compact plus sink cover for all compact plus clients, and limited to the first 20 sign-ups only.
You can also contact them at 8076-2245
8076-2245.
and don't forget to also follow them on their Instagram and TikTok at DesignBoxSG. And with that guys, we're gonna end the episode. Take care and ciao.
SSBD.
Yeah, ciao guys. Jangan abuse macam London.